Welcome back. We're going to continue on with our lesson. So we want to determine the next three terms in the sequence. So when we started working on this, we started with finding the difference between terms. So we saw two ways. We could subtract these two and find it, or I can subtract backwards. So I'm going to subtract backwards this time. 2 and 2/3 minus 2 and 1/3 gives me a difference of 1/3. 3 minus 2 and 2/3 gives me a difference of 1/3. And then the difference between 3 and 3 1/3 is 1/3. So my difference is 1/3. Find the next three. Terms. I'm going to start off with my last term that I have, which was 3 and 1/3. I'm going to add another 1/3 to that. So add my numerators, keep my denominators. That gives me 3 and 2/3. So there's my first one. Now let's find my next one. 3 and 2/3 plus 1/3 will give me 2 plus 1 more is 3. So that's 3 and 3/3, or that's just 4. And then for my last one, I have 4 plus 1/3. That's going to give me 4 and 1/3. So my next three terms are 3 and 2/3, 4 and 4 and 1/3. Go ahead and pause the video and give your hand a try at number 8. Hopefully you're able to solve number 8. Let's take a look at number 9. So we want to determine the next three terms in the sequence. So again, we're going to start off with finding the difference between each of the terms. So find the difference. Between the terms. So I'm going to subtract these two. So negative 11 minus negative 13 is plus 2. Negative 9 minus negative 11 is also plus 2. And then from negative 9 to negative 7, again, plus 2. So the difference is plus 2, or positive 2. Now let's find the next three. So I'm going to start off with my last term, which is negative 7. I'm going to add 2 to that, and that's going to give me negative 5. Then I'll take that negative 5, I add 2 more to that, and that's going to give me, not negative 7, sorry, negative 3. And then I take negative 3, I add 2 more onto that, and that's going to give me negative 1. So my next three terms are negative 5, negative 3, and negative 1. Go ahead and pause your video and give number 10 a try. Hopefully you're able to solve number 10. Let's take a look at another idea dealing with arithmetic sequences. So each term of the arithmetic sequence can be expressed in the terms of first term a1 and its common difference of d. So the nth term of an arithmetic sequence with the first term a1 and the common difference of d is given by this formula. A to the n equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d, where n is a positive integer. So what this is going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to figure out any term in the sequence. So let's try out the problem and see how we can use this. So let's take a look at number 11. So number 11 says, using the arithmetic sequence -4, -1, 2, and 5, we want to find that equation, and then we want to find what the 16th term is going to be. So again, the equation is a to the n equals the first term plus n minus 1 times the difference. So we want to start off with finding the difference between each of these terms. And the difference between each of these terms is plus 3. So we're adding 3 for each one of these terms. How did I do that? -1 minus -4 gives me 3. 2 minus -1 gives me 3. So now I have that. I also have the first term. So I could take that, I could put that right here. I could take this difference that I found, and I could put that right in there. And then I can work out this problem. So this is going to give me a to the n equals -4 plus, I don't have anything for n minus 1, so I'm just going to copy that down again. But I do have my d value. My d value is 3. As we worked before, I can distribute that 3 to both the -1 and to the n. Distribution means I multiply everything that is inside by the number that is outside. So that gives me a to the n equals -4 plus 3 times n is just 3n. 3 times -1 is -3. I notice that I have like terms, that -4 and that -3. I could put those two together. So that gives me a to the n equals, I'm going to put 3n in front, and then I'm going to subtract from it 7. So there is my formula. There's my equation. Now I can determine any term within the sequence. Well, it tells me find the 16th term in the sequence. Okay, so that means let n equal 16. So I'm going to put 16 into this formula right here. So I have a 16 equals 3 times 16 minus 7. Well, 3 times 16 is 48. So this gives me 48 minus 7. And I get a 16th term is 41. Now, if you would like, you can keep working this original sequence up here and go all the way out 16 terms, and you will find that it is 41. But this is a nice shortcut, so we don't have to do that every single time. Go ahead and pause the video and give number 12 a shot, using the same idea that we just came up with. Welcome back. Hopefully you're able to figure out number 12. Let's take a look at number 13. So number 13 says, all right, we want to write an equation and find the 7th term in the sequence. You could just expand this out to the 7th term, but using the equation is going to be much easier. So our common difference, that's the first step that we want to find, is what is our common difference? And our common difference is -5. From each term, we're subtracting 5 to get to the next term. Our first term is -3. So I have my first term, I have my difference. Now I can plug these into my equation. What's my equation? an equals a1 plus n minus 1 times the difference. So plug in the values that I have. I don't have a to the n yet. I have a to the 1, that's -3. I don't have n yet, n minus 1, but I do have the difference, -5. Okay, I can simplify this out a little bit by distributing this in here. and this in here. What does that give me? Well, that gives me an equals -3 plus 5 times, -5 times n is -5n. -5 times -1 is +5. I notice I have like terms with the -3 and the +5. So my simplified version of this formula is an equals -5n plus 2. The original problem told us to find the 7th term. So now I have what that n is. So let n equal 7. What does that give us? A7 equals -5 times 7 plus 2. So A7, -5 times 7 is -35 plus 2. I can add those two together. A7 is going to give me -33. So the 7th term of this sequence is -33. Before we end the video, go ahead and give number 14 a try. And then we will come back and we will work on number 15. Have a great day.